Okay.
It
Okay,
says,
go ahead. Yeah.
I'm struggling this month with Christmas expenses. I'm hoping to get a few this week.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So the first thing that came to my mind with that is I've been there, like I feel like we've all had that same mindset, but I think the thing that I wanted to bring attention to for all of us is the fact that it's really just a mindset. Because when I heard you say that, I'm like, that's Tara's mindset. You think that because Christmas just happened with everyone, everyone has spent their money and max out their cards and their accounts and like things like that. But that we can't make those assumptions for people. So a couple of things, like it's just not our job to ever assume. So when you lead that with your mind, when you lead with your mind of everybody is just coming off Christmas and everybody's going to feel overstretched, we can't make that assumption for someone. Like that is how I used to lead my thoughts, and I have noticed since I don't lead with that thought, if I just lead with the thought of all I care about is if I can help someone. Like that's it. Like I don't get to make any decisions about where anybody is. I don't get to have an opinion. I don't get to have a speculation. Just simply go into it with I have solutions that can help people with things that I know have changed my life and my team's life in insane ways that we could have never expected, and I'm here to do just exactly that. Like if you change your mindset to just think about that, Tara, focus all of your energy on that without sounding super hokey. I feel like that's when the universe like kind of fills in and is like, this is where we're going. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So when I read that, I was like, I just have to help Tara like retrain your mind to not go there. And it because that's if we do, then that comes through. Weirdly enough, it comes through on social media. It really will. So just kind of eliminate that typical, like that's where most of us go. Like I think it's really normal. I'm not saying it's not. I think that that's exactly like the tendency. Every single person here, I imagine, would say the same thing. But I think if we sort of like lay that to rest and just lead with your heart and what your purpose and your vision and what our team is about, that's where you got to go from. So one of the things I would recommend, especially in your social media, is leading with that. Like the way that your mindset has changed from the beginning, like tell that story again. Like I know you're like, I've said that story, Carrie, probably, but people need to hear it again. They're ready to hear it again. Where you were, maybe talk about where you were last December, a different photo or, that kind of thing in your mind, even like your physical transformation is incredible, but think about your mind transformation too. Like that's what people are going to grasp onto. And our challenge packs are so ridiculously inexpensive compared to what people may spend on the gym this year or that sort of thing. And if we aren't offering those solutions, they're going to be going to the gym and getting on those quick fixes and not having a plan and a program and, running that hamster wheel cycle over again. If that's for them, cool. But if it's not, we want them to know that we have incredible solutions that have helped all of us too, right? So I hope that helps. I don't know. I just felt like I just could hear like I want to be able to get people. It's really just about influencing them, which you're doing an amazing job with, and people are very much responding. So lead with your heart, stay in it, keep your mindset, on the right place of where you want to help. And I really, truly believe that's going to come together. So I wanted to say that. Okay, so one other thing is Wendy. So Wendy and I were talking earlier today on a call about the goals piece of this thing that we're going to get into, the goal setting sheet. So Wendy brought up something that I'm going to have her share with you guys because I think there's a lot of value here. I'm going to say first, though, the one thing that when I set my 12-month goals in years past, I have always tried to focus on are goals that I don't really think I can attain. Because if I simply write goals that I know I can attain, duh. And I know that part of us is like, well, I don't want to make them too lofty because then I won't meet them. This is not about meeting them. This is about developing yourself into the person who can meet those kind of goals that maybe you've never thought. Like I'll say this, for example, I never ever thought I would go on an expense paid trip with Janelle to South Beach. Like that wasn't even in my mindset of something that I could work towards or have the opportunity to do those kinds of things. But had I not thought bigger, that would have never happened. Does that make sense? I'm just trying to tell you to open your mind about your 12-month goals rather than, keeping them too simple and small. Think big. think about the things that you can become over the next year in 2019. Like, what is so big that you don't think you can do it? One other example I have on mine that I didn't meet this year is I really want to go to a Tony Robbins event. And I've written that the last 2 years and I haven't done it. And here we are again on year 2. Like, now I'm going to make that another one again. And it's expensive and it's sacrifice to do that kind of thing, but I need to keep developing that. Does that make sense what I'm kind of saying? Like, think big, think hard, think big goals that you really want to work towards. So, all right, now Wendy, talk to us about your take on this. I really like this.
Okay, so this morning I do a morning motivational post, and my post was about basically promises we make to ourselves, how we of course keep promises to others, but we break promises to ourselves. So I challenged just my followers to, think of their goals for the next year, but think of them more as promises, because to me that makes it a little more personal. So like, if one of my priorities is my family, if I'm making a promise to them instead of a goal, it's just a little switch with the words. But what I will tell you is, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. You never know what kind of posts are going to speak to people. But that one, I got messages almost immediately. People that really spoke to them, like the whole idea of instead of making goals, making promises. Because I think we can all, agree. I think for us, some of the promises that we break are in our business and our belief that we can, create businesses that are successful. But I think, the people that we're talking to, they break promises to themselves, even just whether or not they, stick to a workout program so I feel like that spoke to a lot of people. And then when, Carrie invited me to join you guys, I just thought it kind of went along that same line. So once you have your priorities, we're going to walk through, how to pick those and then how to create goals and maybe not your big goal, because that's what, Carrie and I talked about. Like if you make a big goal and make that a promise, that might feel overwhelming. Like, I know I'm going to break this promise to myself. So maybe when you have your big goal and start to break it down into actionable steps, those are your promises. If Carrie wants to go to Tony Robbins, some of her actionable steps are, finding out when his, seminars are, finding out how much it is, saving towards that. Those are promises she can make to herself. So just something, sometimes even just a little word change can make a big difference. So
I also asked you, Wendy, earlier, okay, so if you only make a promise to yourself, how do you also think really big with that? Like, because we can obviously see the value with the two. And you made a really good point. What was your response?
I don't remember.
You said to me that the promise is the effort that you're going.
Yes, I mean, it is. It's like, my promise to myself was to get my shit together. The effort is that I get up every morning pretty much no matter what. Like, and that's the promise. Like my workouts aren't always perfect, but I'm there for myself every morning. So it's the effort that, I put in and we talked a little bit about this earlier, like how can I take that effort that I put into my workouts and translate that to my business? So that's kind of what got my wheels spinning. Like, okay, if I made these promises to myself, how can I turn that into the same type of success and consistency with my business?
Yeah. Amanda, when we were talking about this earlier, I thought about you guys. So Amanda, if you guys don't know, I know Tara does, but Amanda is my sister-in-law. So I've known Amanda since we were like 20. I was 20, probably-ish years old, 8, I don't know, somewhere in there. And our journeys have looked really similar over the years with weight loss and weight gain and, the struggle of all of it. And Amanda has like had a huge mental, I think, transformation, like lifestyle for sure this year. And I was thinking about that, Wendy, when you were talking earlier about how, Amanda, like maybe you can give some light to this, but I know that, in years previous, you've never had this, and me too, like this type of consistency where I know they aren't in our group, so they can't see. Like her husband said to me the other day at Christmas, I was like, I'm so proud of Amanda. And he was like, oh my gosh, me too. When she misses a workout, this like brings tears to my eyes, sorry. But he was like, when she misses a workout, she always makes it up and like smiles. And just like the way he smiled about it, I was like, oh, that's what this is about. So I'm curious, Amanda, like when we were talking about this morning and I was thinking about you as we were talking about it, do you have any words like that make sense for what's changed within you to like think about that in a big way? Like how do you transfer that into the other area, or how do all of us transfer that into the other areas of our lives? Any insight? Any thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, I really have, I think I don't know if it just clicked with me that I was just sick of giving up on myself. So, I don't really know. I don't know that one thing that finally, or several things that finally just fell into place for me.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious what your insight on that might be. I think my point in saying that too is like as we look at our priorities for the year and our goals for the year and what it's going to take to get there as we set those priorities, like I think that's what all of us, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody can't relate to this, but how many times have all of us quit on something before? And finally, like for the first times in our life, and some of us longer than others, are always showing up every single day for our workouts, or maybe some of us are better on the nutrition piece, or like Michelle teaches classes, and like all those things that like you do differently that are so different from the person that you were before, right? Like I don't know. So I just, as a team, like I really hope that our team focuses, and this encompasses everybody here, and when I say team, we're all Team Beachbody, you guys know what I mean, like just if we can take that same grit and drive and heart and put that into your goals. I don't know. That's kind of how I just wanted to preface this. So I guess with that, let's roll.
Wait, I have something to add.
Okay.
Sorry. It's the same thing too. Some of us have done this where we started last year with 80-day obsession or a program, To Be Mindset, whatever it may have been. And we signed that contract and we committed ourselves to Be Mindset lifestyle or 80-day obsession. And you had the ebbs and flows of, as Wendy said, going full throttle with the workout or not, but you showed up. You showed up consistently every day for 80 days or every day with your To Be Mindset nutrition, whatever it was. And like when I'm thinking about last year as opposed to going into 2019 is like, damn, if I can do it for 80 days straight, why am I in my business not putting the same commitment day to day? When I took that hour of time and even over the weekend planning my meals when I was in an office or home, why am I committed to that, but I'm not doing it with this? And when we were talking about that this morning, it hit me this afternoon and I was like, dude, really? Come on. Like you hauled ass from January to April and you kicked butt doing that, but yet you're tired and you don't want to do a post, or you don't want to do a follow-up, or you don't want to promote Transform 20 because you're just tired. No. Like you have to, I mean, for me personally, I have to have the same drive that I have with my fitness and nutrition that I did for those 80 days, and I have to keep it consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That was my chime in.
Got it. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to start with listing. Let's take a few minutes to each kind of list out, if you haven't already, your top 5 priorities in order. I try to do them in order every year. So like, what is my number 1 priority in my life? Number 2, and then, down the line, just 5. So you guys thinking, how many give us like 5 minutes? Is that too long? I don't even know.
I think 5 minutes is good.
Okay, I'm going to set the timer for 5. I'll mute, and we'll go from there. All right, time's up. All right, is it helpful for you guys if we talk through these at all, or do you want to just go into like listing out your 3 actionable items? I'm open to either. What would help you guys most?
I'm good with either as well.
I totally started listing out my action items already.
I started on one too, just because I had some extra time. Okay, I would love to hear your priorities. Let's go through that first. If you guys want to each list off your priorities and add any inflections, like, I don't know, maybe it would be inspiring to hear others. Let's do it. Let's try it. All right, Sarah, you go first.
Me?
I hope that's Shakeology in your cup, Sarah, I said.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was hoping to hear other people's because I'm not really sure on where to even begin.
Okay. Okay,
Unfortunately.
good. That's all right. No, that's why we're here, Tara. It's all good. All right, Sarah, your up.
I was thinking the same thing Tara was. And yes, it's Shaco. I made one and it had to go into 2 glasses. So I guess my top priorities aren't necessarily business related. I guess.
What are you doing?
What?
Oh, sorry, it was my son. Just ignore that.
So I guess I not necessarily 100% sure on placement. But nursing school, I will graduate in May, so making that a top priority to finish.
That's huge, Sarah.
So I just got a new job in the hospital and will hopefully transition once I graduate into an actual position on the floor as a nurse. So that was another priority, like making sure that job, and I'm setting a good example and being, I guess, my own interview and like job advocate. My number 3A place is to be a 365er and actually be a 365er. I always see Carl's post and I'm like, why did I skip a day? But another priority is 4 to 6 workouts per week. And number 5 was my nutrition mindset.
Your what? I didn't hear the last one, sorry.
Nutrition mindset.
Mindset. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think those are great. Hi, Erin. Are you okay? Did you get the baby to bed? You're muted.
Muted. Sorry. Yes, I got the baby to bed. I got the toddler to bed, the almost 4-year-old. And the 20-month-old was like not having dad putting him to bed. So I had to help out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll just pick up where we are right now. We just took about 5 minutes and muted and went through priorities and listed out our 5 priorities. And now we're kind of just going to go through and let everybody sort of say them so that we can just kind of hear and maybe be inspired by others.
Okay.
So Sarah just went and she has some really good ones. That's awesome. I think those are great, Sarah. Because it starts with you, right? Like even if you said in the beginning, like business goals, you were like, I'm not even sure where, but I mean, it starts with you. That's most important. I heard all that. So well done. Okay, cool. Michelle, you're on my screen next. Do you want to go?
Sure. Okay. Number 1, Steven / our marriage. 2, is that Carson?
This is Carson. I'm sorry.
Number 2 has like 3 things all smushed into one because I don't know how else to do it. My mental health / confidence / belief in myself. Number 3 is have more fun. Lots of ideas for that. Number 4, coaching / income. I don't know exactly what I mean by that, but it's on there. Number 5, organized with like physical space and with my time. What are you laughing at, Jody?
Because I know exactly what you're talking about with organization and I love it.
Because Jody's a hoarder. Just kidding.
I am a organized hoarder.
You're a closet hoarder, literally, right? Just teasing you. Cool, Michelle. Those sound good. Okay. Jody, you want to go next? I'm just going on my screen, guys.
Sure. We have an obvious get the houses ready. to sell. And then it's all business related, which is hitting Success Club 10 each month, building a team, staying consistent with my fitness and health, and making time for fun and family.
Love it. All right, in that order, does that feel right to you? Makes sense
Yes.
to me in the houses. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Next up is Amanda.
Okay. I'm not sure of my order either, but I have hit Wonderland by this time next year. Drink my Shakeology every day. Quit skipping days. The big one, which scares me a little bit, is pay off my credit card debt in 2019.
Girl, I love that. You need to talk to Michelle.
See every Beachbody program through to the end that I start this year, and my nutrition. I'm going to start to be mindset after the first, after we do 6 weeks of Transform 20. So
Talk to Cindy about that, Amanda. Not that you're not in fantastic hands with Carrie also. Just
That's awesome. I love it. Amanda, I really love hearing the credit card debt thing because coaching can help with that so much too. Michelle just paid off her mortgage. So if you need some inspiration, that's your girl. That's cool. Love it.
We'll do a cheesy sticker chart for you too.
Yeah. Love it. That's cool. Okay. Next up is Cindy.
Oh, had to unmute. I have, my first one is personal growth, and some of the same things Michelle said, just really building belief in myself in the confidence area. And my second one is to also hit my health goal this year, or this next year. The third one is to help 100 people personally.
Ooh, I love the number attached. That's really good. Okay.
Number 4, adding to my team. And number 5 is we're planning on moving this year, so it's getting moved and getting settled. It's number 5.
Okay. I love it. Cindy, so I have to ask you, what is your health goal for this year? You said you want to hit your health goal. What does that mean?
My ultimate health goal. Every year it's been, I want to hit my goal. So this next year I want to hit, and I don't really know what that is. Like, I don't have a size. I don't have a weight, but I just feel like I'll know when I get there, and I feel like I'm not far. I'm closer than I was last year, and I'm closer than I was the year before. But I don't know. It's everything. It's my blood work, and that just keeps improving every year I go to the doctor. So yeah, I don't know. I need to pin that down. I need to really, what I mean? I need to have, like, what does that look like?
But I feel like that what you said is fair too. Like, you feel like you'll know when you feel it. So you could even attach that to that. Because I get that. I don't have a number, a size, or anything either. It's definitely the balance of it all together too, right? Yeah, I totally get that. That's really cool. Okay, love it. I didn't know you were moving. That's fun.
I didn't know either. It's just a moment.
Are you really? Oh, I didn't know that. That's a big move. Okay.
Just let's do it. So
cool. Okay. All right. Next up is Wendy.
All right. So family is my number one priority. Financial freedom, my health, team building, and then number 5 is personal and spiritual growth.
Okay. I can see where those are leading into. I like it, knowing some of that behind the scenes. It's good stuff. Okay, cool. You've had a big year, so this is going to be a little different change, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. All right, Tara.
I'd say my first one would be like me, my health, anxiety, all that stuff. Being consistent with workouts and Shakeology, and stop skipping so much when I feel like I don't even know. I mumble a lot. I'm sorry. But being consistent, no excuses, basically. My nutrition, staying on track with that. I've done pretty good, but when I try to have a cheat, I will just go crazy with it, and that's my problem. I can't just do one or two. So, and I really loved the organization idea, because I really, just today I was like losing my mind because my house is like a tornado after Christmas. So I need to organize. That is amazing, is what I need. And then helping others. Because I see a lot of people like struggle like with making the decision to jump in like I did. So I want to be able to help them make the choice that I did. Does that make sense? Or am I just
Total.
like
No, Tara, I have confidence in yourself. Those are all so good. Those are really, really good and make me so proud of you. Like,
thank you.
that's awesome. I think all of those are lined up. Just, I guess the only like thing I would say in there is just make sure that, you know, when you get so excited about things and get busy and busy and busy and try to stay focused, like you are really good about keeping your family first. And I didn't see that on there. I don't doubt for 1 second that's your priority too. But did you say that?
I did not, but yes, you're right.
Yeah. I would never worry that you wouldn't, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I like to just make, you know, our families are so important in this business too. So just kind of wanted to touch that. Okay, I'll go, and then I'm going to come to you, Erin. Okay, so number one for me is always personal self-care and mental health, because I've tried to not make that a priority in my life before I started doing these, and it doesn't work for me. So before everything else, I have to be okay. And then number two is my family and my kids, obviously. When I kind of just, I wanted to just say like our immediate family, but that means extended too. UVU crew is 3. I think that should probably make sense. That's my team name. And then professional leadership, growth, and service to others. I chose that one because it's a little bit different from just saying UVU crew. When I say UVU crew, that encompasses the entire team, challengers, coaches, that kind of thing. But I really want to have a lot of growth this year on the leadership piece of that. And everything that's happened in the last month with my car getting broken into and all the things, most of you guys know that story, like the support that I saw through that, like I really am feeling called to be in of even more service in other ways that I need to keep staying open to. So I'm going to put that on there. And then 5, I hate putting this one there, but I feel like an asshole if I don't. So I put photography business as number 5 because I still have to do it. So, and I may take a picture of this, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and think that I don't care about my photography business. It just kind of happens. So it's on the bottom. It is still important to me and that sort of thing, but it's not my number one priority anymore. It is, but it's still there. So I'm just kind of touching that. So yeah. All right, Miss Erin, I can't wait to hear yours. Are you ready?
First, I have to unmute. Okay, so thanks everybody for letting me go last, because I feel like getting to hear yours was really helpful. So my number one would definitely be consistent with my workouts and nutrition. I think for me, that's something that I've always put at the bottom of my list, and it's something I've learned over the last 6 months is so, so critical for me. So I'm putting that as number one really, really intentionally. So I'm doing Transform 20, so that's 6 days, 20 minutes a day. And then I'm going to stick with 2B. I don't know about the nutrition piece of T20. I feel like 2B has worked so well for me, so I'm not, I don't know. I think right now, I think I'm going to stick pretty solidly with 2B. And that's something actually I want to talk with you, Carrie, more about, because I feel like our 2B group has kind of, I haven't really been present in there, and I haven't figured out what to do next. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting very many people who are interested in adding that in to what they're doing next. So I don't know, I would be curious from others how people are responding to 2B, but it kind of feels like it's lost a little bit of momentum, although the principles feel really applicable for me. So anyway, that's at the top of my list. Number 2 is more fun with my family. I feel like carving out more time just to play is really, really important. And I'm learning that, especially over the last couple of weeks, where we have had more time to play and more energy to play. And it's fun. So that's number 2 on my list. I want more of that in 2019. Number 3 on my list is more writing and self-reflection. So I'm working on some short short memoir-like stories for myself about life and grieving the loss of a child and anxiety and things like that. So I'm carving out more time to do that. Right now, I've set a goal of 250 words a day at least, which is not much. So I'm thinking I might up that goal to 500 words a day for 2019. So that's as far as my list goes. I got number 3, so numbers 4 and 5 I have to work on still. And so I'll report back and put it in the comments.
Okay, I'm going to tell you 2 things that came to my mind just to jog your thoughts. One is you and Topher staying a priority. Your marriage. I'm just throwing these as you think through your priorities. Think about where you're going to fit those. The other thing is your space too. I saw you light up when I think Jody was talking, like when she mentioned organization, that kind of thing. And I've seen your snaps the last couple of days, like keeping those things for me. I was like, oh, I can see where Erin's headed. So I just thought I would mention those too. Make sure you get thought to those. Yeah. And we will definitely chat, Tubi. It's been on my mind too. So yeah, cool. Okay, so why don't we set the timer again for 5 minutes and go through and each put 3 actions to move forward with each of your priorities in those blue spaces. And then the other thing, the one weekly activity you can cut that isn't in line with your priorities and goals. So last year mine was like, get out of bed. Remember, Jody, how much I used to struggle with, I can't believe like sometimes how early I can get up anymore, because I used to be, no, Jody knows. Like I'd be like, hell no, I'm not gonna get up at 7 o'clock and work out. Now I'm like, what? I've been up for 2 hours a lot of times. So, and
it's funny because our roles have reversed. You get up earlier than I do now.
Right. Yeah. So it does work. So last year I said I need to get up earlier. That was my thing. I needed to cut staying asleep kind of thing. So think through that piece too. So I'll set a timer for 5 and we'll come back. Sound good? Okay. How'd you guys do? You guys good?
Just so you know, every time you set the timer, I listen to you say, and it's 4.5 minutes long.
It's really? I'm doing it on here.
No, the song you say.
Oh, that's a good song. Okay. I got it.
Nagel, you say.
Yes, got it. Yeah,
Perfect.
love it. Okay. Anybody need to chat about any of those, or you guys feel pretty good about them?
To be honest, I'm going to rewrite it so I'm a little bit more specific.
What do you mean? You're more
Well,
specific?
because when, excuse me. Okay, so excluding getting the houses ready, I'm not going to go into that. But like hitting Success Club 10, I just jot down a couple of things, but I actually want to be more specific with what my priorities are to achieve that.
Oh,
And I need more than 5 minutes to really process that, to write it down. So I just jotted things down.
okay. Okay. I want to hear from each of you. What's your one weekly activity you're giving up? What are you going to do?
Scrolling social media.
Oh my God, yes, me too. I wrote this exact same thing.
Me 3.
TV during the day.
I have a really good idea to how to tell you guys to stop scrolling social media. Follow your target market because they're behind you and you won't really care about their posts anyway. My feeds are so boring. I hate them. They're so weird. Only thing I watch is Insta stories. Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
Yeah.
I'm with Jody.
What was it, Jody? Sorry.
I said no TV during the day.
No TV during the day. Okay. Because you like to Netflix and chill, right?
Yeah, and the problem being home now is that, well, the Hallmark Channel was just so amazing. And I would hit a wall and I'm like, I'm gonna the kids aren't gonna be home till 3. I'm just gonna sit on the couch. Yeah, no.
No. Okay. No TV during the day. That's a big one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah, what'd you say?
Well, I'm with Jody. Similar. I was like, movie, TV, YouTube, video watching. Like, I could just like binge it because I don't want to do something that's less pleasant. So it's like,
oh wow,
I'm just gonna put a movie in. Or I'm only gonna watch part of it and I'll watch the rest later, and then 2 movies later.
Netflix later, and
Wow.
4 hours later, you're sucked in and you can't get up.
Wow. Do you guys know that I really struggle to watch TV? Like I can't tell you the last time. The only thing I really kind of enjoy watching is Teen Mom. Like, what is wrong with me?
No, it's Disney Weddings.
I did watch Disney Weddings last Wednesday, and I was like, I actually watch TV. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. Cindy, how about you?
Mine was the social media scrolling too.
Okay. Wendy, you too?
Yep.
Does that too? How about you, Amanda?
Kind of like Jody and Sarah, just less TV during the day on my days off. I can get sucked into Netflix real quick.
The damn Netflix. Oh, that's funny. I remember when I first started coaching, I don't know who preaches this. Maybe you guys do, but they were like, if you want to grow your goals, you can't watch TV. And I think I quit.
I think it was, you know who, because I remember you and I, when I was on unemployment the first time, it was Shalene that said it.
Okay. That would make sense. Okay.
And you and I made sure we would set a certain amount of time that I was sitting here, you were in your other house, and we like basically power 4-houred and didn't move and put on the TV.
Yeah. I think there's, some value to disconnecting and watching a show like from time to time for sure. Like I think I need to do that, or sit down with a book, or you know what I mean? That disconnect thing. But yeah, it makes sense when you're trying to prioritize stuff. I get that. Okay, cool. All right. Ready to fill in goals? Go big, y'all. Think big, 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 big. Erin, you missed that before. Wendy talked about making promises to ourselves with our goals. Your goals are also the promises that you make to yourself, but also with them being the promises, we want them to want to encourage you to set goals that you don't necessarily think you can achieve. Like they should be just beyond your reach, because if they're just within your reach, of course you're going to hit them, which there's value to that too. You get that, but a little bit further than you think you can go. And the promise is the effort. That's pretty much.
Well, I feel like these are your promises.
Okay.
Like, to me, that's the way I think, like, because those are the actions.
That makes
Like,
sense. Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, time up. Everybody good? Cool. Okay. Michelle, I have one question for you. Maybe you can help me with insight to this. So one of my goals is, it's too vague, I think. I have more financial freedom. So one of them, I'm going to do like double car payments. Further improve my credit score. And then I wrote financial freedom for one of those. What would be another like good way to be more specific? Any?
Well, I'm gonna bust out Dave Ramsey on you first.
That's
Why
what
do you want to improve your credit score?
What?
Why do you want to improve your credit score?
Because it's tough to get good rates when your credit score isn't that great.
So you want to go into debt again?
No, not at all. I've never been in debt. Like, I mean, stupid debt, but I don't have like credit card debt or anything like that. Like,
Then
card
don't worry about your credit score.
what?
Then don't worry about your credit score.
Okay, that's really hard for me. I feel like I want it to be good because it never has. It's almost an integrity thing.
It just means, like Dave Ramsey explains it as, it just shows how much you've played kissy face with the banks.
Yeah.
Like, it's the whole cycle of, I want a good credit score so I can borrow more money, so I can be in more debt. Why? So I can build my credit score, so I can borrow more money, so I can be in more debt. Like,
right.
Round and round and round and round. I used to take great pride in my 750 credit score years ago, but I didn't know that, like, I didn't have that mindset about it. Like Dave, this is one of my favorite stories that he shares. To rent an apartment, you have to have a certain credit score. Dave Ramsey's credit score is 0. He said, I can buy the complex, but I can't rent an apartment there.
Interesting, because he won't apply for credit and that kind of thing.
Because his credit score is 0. Literally, it's 0 because he doesn't have credit history.
Okay.
But he pays his bills on time. You know what I mean? Like he has a stupid amount of money. You know, him not being able to pay is not reflected by his 0 credit score.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what are you after? Like,
I don't, that's where I probably need to get more.
Do you want to buy a new car with cash? Do you want to pay off a mortgage? Do you want to have $10,000 in the bank? Like,
yes, all of that.
Write that down then.
Okay. Okay.
Or put a date to how early you want to pay off your car. Because you mentioned double car payments. To me, that says you want that timeline to be near. Like, how, if you don't mind me asking in front of everyone, how long is the life of your loan? Like, is it a 5-year car loan?
I think I have 3 years on it.
Like 3 years left?
Yeah.
Okay, so paid off in a year and a half.
Okay, 18 months.
So put the date. 18 months from now will be June 2020. You have a Mission 2020 now. Yay!
Wait, did you say June 20th? What?
June of 2020 is 18 months from now.
Okay. I like that. That was helpful. Okay.
And then reverse engineer, how much do you have to pay off each month to make that happen?
Okay. I need to get probably like the balance looked at. I don't even know what it is.
Balance divided by 18.
Okay. That helps. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anybody else want to share your goals? Anything like feel weird that you need to look at, clarify?
I'll share actually 2 of mine.
Okay.
One that I feel that I've been lacking on and I want to get back to it consistently, and Erin mentioned it a little bit too, is journaling and my affirmations, because I know that as hokey and pokey as I thought it was, when I was doing it from June until like September, October, I felt better. And actually, once our other house is sold, I think I was like, oh, I can breathe, that I don't have any stress and I don't have to write a bit anymore. Well, that's a load of crap. So I definitely want to get back to that. And you had said to jot down like a couple of like really big ones. Mm-hmm. And two is, well, one is the Janelle Success Club trip for next year. And then the other one is I want to do a mastermind trip.
What's that? Oh, like with us? Mastermind?
Yes.
Mastermind text? Okay. Cool. Okay.
I loved Cindy, your idea, so I've stole it. And so I want to help 120 people. That's 10 new people
Yeah,
each
I
month.
love those numbers, right?
I liked that. And then I also then said, okay, I want to add 48 new coaches to my team,
Ooh,
which is only 4 a month, which isn't a big number, but it's way more than I'm doing now. So I feel like it's big enough, you know,
yeah.
being that I have 20 coaches on my team.
You guys are so good with like pushing the number thing. That really does matter too.
Yeah, I liked that. So I added those to my big goals. And honestly, my big goal is I'd like to make $1,000 a week.
Okay. That's really specific. That's good.
And rock a bikini with confidence. Anyone can wear a bikini, but I want to wear it with confidence.
Oh, feeling
abs. Did you guys see her abs picture today?
Yeah, you won't be seeing very much of my butt picture though.
Whatever.
It is though. It's a confidence thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wear a bikini, but I want to wear it and be like, not feel like I have to cover, like. So it's not a body thing; it's a confidence thing.
Confidence thing.
Okay, this like hearing numbers and goals. Like for a second, it excites me, and then I'm like, no, but that doesn't excite me. Like, I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, because
you have to make goals that excite you.
Yeah.
It starts to get daunted by it.
Is that what?
Yes, I would just get daunted by it, and I would.
Because you're going to concentrate on the number rather than what you want to achieve.
Says the person who taped up pieces of paper on her wall to signify that exactly.
Michelle, are you worried about the quantity of people or the quality of the help you're going to be able to?
I think maybe both, and that it's like I would rather like this was one of my goals, and it makes sense in my brain. Like feeling like a team, like our coaching team, like doing things together, connected, trust, relationships, like all the mush, all the touchy feely shit is what I care about. You know what I mean?
But
here's my question: are those goals or are those your actions?
Well, one at a time.
Okay. Go ahead, Wendy.
Are those your goals or are those your actions?
I put that down under goal. Yeah, I put it down under goal, but it does sound very much more like action. And like earlier today, I was thinking like, oh, 5-star elite. And I feel like that falls under the category of, well, why am I saying that? Because I've heard other people say it. Like it's not.
I get what you're saying, and you know how I feel. Like Success Club is not something I strive for. But when I'm doing my actions, I do make Success Club.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to measure your business somehow.
Right.
Like you can't measure on touchy-feely.
Right.
So I get what you're saying. I don't like these numbers either, but I do like the idea of instead of saying 5-star diamond or helping 120 people, because that's something I can measure, and it is a touchy-feely thing. I want to help 120 people.
That's true.
But I know you and I have talked about this. Like the more I focus on Success Club, the less I make it.
Yeah.
So to me, like your goals are your big things. That's where you can dream big, but that middle section, whatever you want to call them, your action steps, your promises, those are smaller actionable things that will get you to.
Well, I don't know what my coaching goal is.
Well, I want to analyze the shit out of that right now.
I'm happy to be your guinea pig.
Well, explain to me. You don't know what your coaching goal is. Your coaching goal isn't that simple. Like, don't you already know what that is?
No.
What do you want?
I want to be a way better example for my team.
Which includes what? What
does that look like?
So that includes like success, like now the numbers things, now it's that stuff.
Yeah. I sense, correct me if I'm wrong, you're struggling with keeping the heart leading and not letting the numbers lead. Is that accurate? Is that what holds you back or feels funny?
I would think partly yes. And like how Wendy mentioned earlier, like four coaches per month. She said, that might not sound like a lot, but it's way more than I'm doing now. Yeah. Right there with you, friend. You know what I mean? And then I get stuck in that looking back and the proof of, well, I've never done that before, so I can't do that.
Okay.
It's that garbage.
This is a belief issue.
I was going to say that was one of your priorities, is
Mhm.
your confidence and so through working through your priorities, you'll get there.
Mm-hmm. PD on belief. You need to seek all the growth you can with belief.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't necessarily come from what you've done. It probably needs to come from learning deeper who you are, like what drives. That's where my gut goes.
I so wrote that down. I wrote, get clear on things that I want.
Yeah. Michelle, you inspire the hell out of all of us. So, and I don't know anybody who shows up in the way that Michelle does. So I'm not on your team, but I probably see you as much as your team. And you are on every effing call. You are on every effing Zoom. You are present. You are involved. So this is like, you hear me when I'm saying that. Like, if someone's there, it's Michelle. Like, anybody, Jody, Wendy, anybody not agree with that? Like, who's on all the
She
text?
texted us at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, who's on all
3:30.
the text with all the
Well, for you, it was 3:30.
Yeah. So
it's a massive social reward. It feeds the social, it feeds the touchy feel, the mush, the together.
Right, but I think you're like me, where we feed off of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have the mindset, or the husband. I have the husband, where it's like, I need to see the dollars. I need to see you. I love that you're connecting with all these people. I love that you're reaching all these people. I love that you get these messages. Thank you, Jody, for doing such a great job and being there.
Show me the money.
Yeah. But Andy's like, dude, show me the money.
Okay, let me
Give me
ask
the
you this,
font.
Michelle. How many people do you want to be able to teach and help them pay off their mortgage early?
Oh, all.
Okay, so coaching for me, someone like me who's been in a tremendous amount of debt my entire life and struggled financially and couldn't even get an effing mortgage for many, many, many years, someone like me needs an opportunity like this, because now I can turn around and say, I have 2 incomes. I can make double car payments if I need to. You know what I mean? Like, coaching gives me that, not anything else. Like, I don't know where else I would get that. You know what I mean? Like, that blesses my life in a way that I didn't expect. Like, so maybe if you approach it from a way that's really authentic to you, that's where your powerhouse seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of newer for you. I've not really heard you until recently, like with paying off the mortgage and stuff, be so excited about that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to beat a dead horse.
I'm not even kidding. Like, I have not been able to merge these things in my brain.
Okay.
I haven't been able to. Like coaching health and fitness and like coaching finance money stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, do you want to see my paychecks and what I do with them? Like, I'll show you. Like, I can do so many more things than I used to be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can have eyelashes if I want to, because I can pay cash for that shit. I can get a spray tan if I want to, because I can pay cash for that. Like, I know that sounds silly, but that matters.
No, it doesn't at all.
Okay. I'm not going into debt for that. I don't have to scrape pennies to do that. Like, and it's freedom.
Whereas, like, I don't know, right now I'm at the scraping pennies. Like, I'm finishing my second bachelor's. Like, I'm in debt to my eyeballs. Mm-hmm. And like, so being able to see Michelle's posts and be a part of her team, where it's like, I just paid off my mortgage. And it's like, okay, so one of my big goals was, and I even put it in quote, like elusive in quotes, was Ruby, get there. Because I know that part on the tier is going to help me financially. So,
Mhm.
I mean, seeing those posts of like, you can do it. And I mean, I know that you've not been doing it a super long time and like you didn't focus it all the time. It wasn't your 100% priority there at the beginning. So, yeah.
I think you really need to look at this, Michelle. Take some time to reflect on it. Maybe some good meditative thoughts and conversations with mentors about that, because there's some good, I mean, what if you could help Sarah figure out how she's going to pay off that student loan debt? That's going to be like a house payment for her by the time she's done. Been there, done that, like student loans suck. You know what I mean? You know how to help her do that.
Yeah. I've not told Sarah this, but I want her to be my secret guinea pig. Not secret guinea pig, but like, you know.
Yeah.
I just need to throw this out before I lose the confidence to do so. I want to be more than 90 pounds down by this time next year.
Okay. You said it in front of all of us. Take a look. These are your faces. 90 pounds by the end of 2019. All right. I'm writing that on the back of my goals for this year, Sarah.
Okay.
You can do it. I know you can.
Amen.
Awesome. All right.
You can write down that I'm going to be Wonderland by February 1st.
You want to be in Wonderland by February?
February, yeah. I'm not sure. I think with teach we can do it.
Okay, I love it. So 2 of 2019, Erin's gonna be Wonderland.
They would put me in Wonderland as well.
Amanda,
What does that mean?
When you're 100 pounds, not 200 pounds. When the first number on the scale is a 1, not a 2.
Yeah.
1, O-N-E, Wonderland.
Yeah. It's a big day. Amanda, when's your Wonderland goal? I heard you say it a while ago.
By the end of 2019.
So same as Sarah. Okay. Okay. 12 of 2019. Okay. Oh yeah. Here you go. Remember this.
We all pose. You can take a picture.
Okay, cool. I love it. I love it. Erin, want to share any goals for you that came up with that? Well, Erin looks like she's frozen.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Someone talking.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. So that was my first goal, was the Wonderland goal, and then another promise to myself is that I'll submit my 500 word essay to Still Standing magazine by March 17th, which is Graham's birthday. So that's been a goal of mine, is to submit a piece of writing to this magazine that's about child loss and grief.
Mm-hmm.
So gave myself that goal. So I'm really excited. And I will personally help 10 people complete Transform 20, and personally mentor 10 people into Be Mindset before March. So
Okay.
those are 2 of my promises.
Can I also say I think Erin can hit diamond this year for sure, without a doubt. Like, that's dumb to not say that she's not going to.
I don't know why that's so scary to me.
Oh, give me a freaking break. That is not even going to be hard for you. Nope. I don't believe it for a second. Okay, so y'all, a little background. Erin recently quit her job. Erin is home now, and Erin has some gifts in this area. So it's just a matter. It's just a decision, Erin. Like, it's just. I think you really need to put that in there.
You're okay. You're right. I did.
I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead.
There are 3 diamond coaches here. Do either of you disagree with me that she's an emerald right now? That
totally doable.
If you're emerald, that's the hardest part. Like, you just need to get a couple more coaches, even if they're just discount coaches. Not that, but you know what I mean? Like, the hardest part is getting 2 people emerald.
Yep.
Okay.
She's not wrong. Yep. And her mom is one of them, one of her emeralds. So she could easily turned that emerald to make one of her emerald on that side. I mean,
Wait, Erin, your mom is already an emerald coach?
no, her mom is one of
No. She's just
Okay.
one of my coaches.
Got you.
But you get what I'm thinking here,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah. So anyway,
2 coaches under her.
it makes her emerald, which is one of your left sides that you need for diamond. So yeah, we can look at that later, but I think it needs to be on your list of goals because it would be silly for you to spend time not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Amanda, talk to me. I want to hear about your goals.
Sorry, I had to unmute. So for coaching, my numbers aren't like big like a lot of you guys. It makes me really nervous. But I said by May, I would like 4 coaches on my team.
Yes.
Is big for me.
That's awesome.
And then just, I don't know.
Amanda, that's how it starts. The fact that you want 4 coaches, that's all it takes. Like the fact that that's like a vision.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. How about any like salon goals or anything like that you put in there?
Yeah. Definitely I would like to get one more girl in there to rent a chair because that would help me. Basically, then my girls would pay my bills in the salon, so that would free up some of my money to be able to pay off debts in the salon and pay off credit cards and be able to do more with the salon and with Beachbody.
Smart. That's that dual income thing I love. Yes. Okay. Cool. That's really good. Tara, tell me a couple things. I want to hear. You're muted.
Did you say Tara or Sarah?
Sarah, sorry. You.
Me?
Yes. Sarah.
Good grief. It's been a day, let me tell you.
It does.
Probably,
It does sound like she's saying Sarah. I get
okay,
it.
thanks. I appreciate it. I would say probably my biggest thing would be to pay off credit card debt. That's hearing all that would be amazing. And I would like to try to have 5 new people each month, and with a coach each month would be great. Other than that, I'm not really, I have on here stress less, be more positive. I think that's what like home-wise stuff for me is big because I stress myself out a lot about stuff that doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
My kid's awake now, sorry.
Okay. We love kids. Is it Zoe?
Yes.
Zoe likes to come. Like, it's team call night, we're staying
Yes,
up.
exactly.
Exactly. She just can't miss us.
I know. She
Hi,
was sleeping at first.
Oh my God. So Tara, I love that you have that as a priority too. I heard you when you said your priorities, like your top one is that whole like anxiety thing, which is what initiated, I hope, so much of this for you to begin with, that it's begun to free you from some of that shackle of it. So, if there's anything that we can do to help support you with your goals with any of that, like I want you to know that that's really important to,
Okay.
I know all of the UVU crew, I can say that for all of us, like that's really important to us to make sure that you, I think that's a number one priority, and I like you've got it right up there.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yep, for sure. Okay. Cindy, you've been so quiet. Like, what are you going to tell us about your goals? I want to hear it.
Well, a few of mine, you guys gave me some more ideas too, listening to you all. So I had also like pay off our vehicle in a year early. We have 2 more years on it. Also, one of my goals was just to do.
And she's frozen at like the height of her sentence. Oh.
My new knee. Huh?
You froze.
You froze.
You said one of my biggest goals is.
Oh.
And then you were here. That's what we saw.
You heard the car, right?
Yes.
For the car.
$1,500 a month. is my other goal. And also to pay off my new knee and my medical. And one other one I'll give you is I would like to hit diamond by March.
Ooh, by March. Oh, right. That's so soon. I love it. Okay, what's it going to take? What do you need?
That's what I got to do the breakdown. I got to do the breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got to get myself back to emerald because I lost my emerald this past fall or summer.
any idea how many active coaches you have underneath you, period?
Pardon me?
How many active coaches do you have underneath you? Do you know?
I have 3 coaches. Yeah, I have 3. One's
Okay.
my husband.
Okay.
So I lost 2 last year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cindy is already Emerald Plus.
Yeah.
Well,
Yay! That's a fun goal. I will tell you, I stayed at Emerald for so stupid long for the dumbest reasons, and it really was just, I did it myself. Like, I have Kennedy on one leg and Jason on the other, and I made them both Emerald and made myself go Emerald. So Aaron actually holds an Emerald space on my left now, which is the same as Jason, but it, you know what I mean? I literally think it is a freaking decision. Like, just keep doing it. Like the discount coach thing, and keep attracting those people that love to do this while you do, and it gets so much easier all the time. So all I'm saying is I believe in you. That can totally happen by March if you do the work. Yeah. And that Michelle and I have talked about this so many times over the last year. Like, just Janelle instilling belief was it. That's all it took. Like, and convincing myself, like, well, she thinks I can do it. Why do I think I can't? Like, that's dumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, Sarah, anything else you want to share? Did we get through? I mean, I got one written down. This is an important one.
Clicking the wrong things. I'm like clicking my face box and not the mute. It's over an hour past bedtime. I just so I have the 90 plus goal, and then also to be Ruby, the elusive.
You did say that. Okay, you did say that. Okay.
Yes, and I am currently just a coach, so I don't have anybody underneath me anymore. So
Okay, cool. Well, you've got a direction. I love it. Cool. All right. Anybody else want to share anything? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. Zoe, you are the cutest. Okay, so I'm gonna finalize this with, first of all, that was super helpful for me to get done. This goes on the refrigerator, on the side of my refrigerator, and I pull it out all the time. So I hope it's as useful for you guys over the year as it is for me. I encourage you to really like hold on to that and like go back and make any changes so that it is your anthem for the year. Like, this is my 3rd year, and I literally every single year, Jody has heard me, I don't know, I have to look at my sheet. What did that say? I have my old one right here. Like, you can see it's pretty beat up, but it is fun to go look and be like, oh, what was my mindset last year? So, and the year before. So
thank you for saying where you put it, Carrie, because like historically, this would go in a folder somewhere or a pile. Speaking of organization, you guys get me. Pile. And then it's gone from the brain immediately.
Yep.
So
refrigerator, where only important things are allowed to go. Because I don't. Kennedy got to hang up her perfect attendance thing on the refrigerator, but I don't like a mess on the refrigerator. Yeah, that's where I put mine. Maybe your bathroom mirror would be a good one too. I don't know. Wherever you're gonna look at it a lot. And okay, so finally, the one last thing I'm gonna say, like, let's launch the hell out of some Transform 20 right now. I'm pumped up, guys. Like, I'm so excited for 20 minutes for everybody, first of all. Like, I'm getting a huge good response on like, oh, maybe I can do 20 minutes. For the people who are like, I just don't have time, I'm too busy, that kind of thing. Make sure you're getting your vitals in even these last couple of days. All of us are eligible to be in Janelle's, what is she calling that, you guys? Somebody help me.
The Finish Strong, the
thing she opened today.
Right. Why can't I
sprint to something?
Success Club or Bust or something?
All the above, yes. That.
You guys know what I mean. It's in UVU Crew team page if anybody doesn't know where it is. And Tammy's going to watch this on the replay. So that's there. There is a power hour with Janelle tomorrow at noon. I will be there. And if you haven't done a power hour before and you want to, don't be afraid. Like, nobody's going to look at you and be like, are you doing your work? It's your business. You do your work if you want to. Like, focus on your goals. But anyway, I'm super excited. If there is anything, I will say this to Amanda, Tara, and Erin, that I can do to help you finish the month strong. I'm available. Like, I am the least busy I have ever been the entire year right now. Like, I've been sitting on my couch on my computer for days. So if you need me, I am here to support you through that. I want to help you. So if you want to reach out and brainstorm a couple of things for the last few days, it is not too late.
I mean, you can just pass over a few of your people for me. That'd be all right.
Okay. You don't need my people. Your people like you. Remember when I did your first post and they were like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know you. I'll talk to Tara.
But they're all like me and keep saying, no. So
Share that, Tara.
Tara, wait. How many times did you tell me no, Tara?
It had to have been at least 6.
What?
I'm telling Tara, say that. Like, that's, Cindy and I were texting earlier and I asked Cindy, like, how are you feeling about Transform 20? And she said that she was really scared before she tried that first sample workout. I'm like, that is important. You know, that's important to share, to make blatant. Carrie, if you don't mind, because this kind of ties back to what Cindy and I were texting about, you know, when I was letting her know that this was happening tonight. Like, how have you guys been promoting Transform 20, like, in getting the results that you want? Like, getting, yes, sure, I'll learn more, or yes, I'm ready to do this. Like, what have you guys found to be the most effective?
So you're asking me, so I understand the question, what's working best right now with getting people to learn more about it?
Yes.
Okay. Insta stories, 150%. Anybody who views my stories, I talk to them. I go to the views, I send them a message. Instagram for days for me. The other thing, a lot of people that learn more. So anybody that's like, yeah, I don't know, like, tell me more about it, or what's that workout you're doing that I see you on Insta stories with this step, or what is it you're starting in January, or that kind of thing. I have the UVU Crew Learn More About Transform 20 group, and I put everything, I know Wendy, Michelle, Jody, and I hope more of you know, like, Christina Delgado has it all laid out. If you don't have a Learn More group and some units available, get yourself some units available, because I literally send them, go take a look at the units, because they want to see the price too. So it highlights all the information, and then at the bottom I have the pricing, and they'll say, so it's $215, could I not get the step? Like I told you, that one lady today was like, I don't really want to get the step, I want to order on Amazon because it's $9 cheaper. Get your $9 cheaper step then, fine. So I really think the Learn More group is what's helping best, and just talking to people. What's right here, like the monkey on my back right now, which is always what motivates me, is I know that gyms, I know that there are so many things to compete with, but I know what we have works. Like, we know that, duh. I don't want to see another person do really well in January. I want people like Amanda and Erin and Tara who are still with me next December and are still slaying it because they started 80 Day Obsession last year with us. Like, so that, I guess that pressure, again, this is a mindset thing, but the pressure that I feel from that, like, it's like somebody breathing on my neck right now. That's like gym memberships, like everybody's considering. I feel like right now I have to talk to all those people that are considering, and I ask that every day.
Two things, and I am open to ideas, guys, about how to, you know, I in my head I'm like, oh, I need to do something with this, but I don't know exactly what to do with it. And keep in mind, I teach at a gym, so I can't like be bashing gyms. You know, that's very in contradiction to me. Like that's where I started. So 2 things about gym memberships. every month I get an email from Dave Ramsey that says, like, don't forget to include these things in this month's budget, and gym membership was on there. And then I heard another coach mention the other day that she has never been as consistent with any like exercise routine until she started doing at-home workouts. And that made me pause and realize, like, oh my God, that's the exact same thing is true for me. And I didn't realize that. So if any of you are former gym rats.
I spent a ton of time there. That's where I lost the first bit of my weight, was in a gym, like, so I would say, like, it's just the same. I did a video this morning on ketogenic eating and Whole30, because that's the other things people are really looking at right now. And I'm like, I'm not a keto hater. I'm not a Whole30 hater. I just know that everybody's really different. And I know that I have solutions I believe wholeheartedly work very well. And if you're considering, I'd love to answer any of your questions. Ask them.
Yeah.
Like, same with the gym. Like, if you want to go to the gym, if that's for you, cool. If what you're doing is not working there, I had a conversation with somebody today. I was like, you could take your laptop or your iPad with you to the gym if you feel like you're not getting the results you want. If getting to the gym is better for you, do it. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else specifically that I feel like is working. No, it's just consistently talking about it and I keep thinking about, I have urgency right now. I definitely have urgency right now to get the posts up about, now, like, goals, and get people thinking about that. I know, like, I'm probably going to be holding off. I had a conversation with Janelle about this date, like, any more Success Club points until January 1 because of elite points for next year. But people are ready to buy. Like, people are very ready to purchase. Like, I'm still spending money. Like, it's my job and Christmas is over, So I still think people are really ready to buy. I just don't think that that's a limit right now for people. It's not that much money.
But I also think too is that especially with Instagram or even Facebook, when we're sharing our excitement and excuse me, and we're sharing, because I queen of FOMO, major queen of FOMO, to the point where I didn't go to the first summit. I literally sat here and watched it on the live stream and just FOMO like crazy. Mm-hmm. So I think that the more we share it, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or conversations with people, like telling them that you did the Fit commercial, you did the snippets here and there, the 10, the 15, the 20-minute workout, with the step, without the step, with a block, whatever you have at home, I think is creating the interest from it. That I'm seeing. I mean, I get a lot of questions as well as, like, what are you doing? What is that? Like, why? Like, what are you doing?
I'm really glad you said FOMO, because, the other thing I shared in the mastermind text was that thing I have in the Learn More group that's like a gift card I'm giving away if they order by the 31st, and that's for my entire downline. So Amanda, Erin, Tara, like, if someone purchases a challenge pack before the 31st, they're entered into a $50 drawing for an Amazon gift card. One, like, I'm only going to do one, but it's for everybody. So there's people are like, I get an extra $50. I'm thinking about it anyway. I'm just going to do it. I don't find that's terribly motivating for my people, but I think seeing everybody's order go up, they screenshot their order and put it there, I do think that really helps too. You're like, oh, well, Allison bought it, I guess I should too.
Social buy-in.
Yep.
I'm going to try something. I'd be curious about your feedback. I just did a quick calculation, and in 4 years of having babies and maintaining a gym membership, thinking I would ever show up at the gym, I wasted $4,000. Literally $4,000.
That's a car.
Losing no weight, and in 6 months, I'll have to do a quick calculation of what I spent on Beachbody, less than $500. I've lost 40 pounds, and I'm happier, healthier, like all the way around. What a great post. So I have to figure out, do you think that that might nudge some people?
Yes.
No, I think that's dumb, Erin.
It's concrete. It is tangible. Oh, yes.
Do you see what I
Also,
mean?
fourth.
Girls got gifts. Like, super, so good, Erin. Brilliant.
I'm shocked by the $4,000 number. Just Michelle, your like financial stuff tonight is just has me like reeling over here. So thanks for that.
We can talk money anytime you want.
Oh,
But I mean, but Erin, I totally think that that's like visuals. I'm a visual person.
Let know. No, you're gonna knock everything out.
To see it written out, and however you were to share that visually, I would be like, oh my God. And I kind of did the same thing. What was it? Like, I think in November when they had the challenge packs for 140, right?
Yeah.
And like, I painted the picture, at least for me, when I started, it was, I think I have it over there somewhere. It was a DVD, Shakeology, and containers.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. And I think Michelle and I talked about it, about how much we spent over the years.
Oh, yeah.
In every single program.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think we figured out it was like over $400, $500 depending on what
in 1 year.
And that's in 1 year, as opposed to in 1 year you get for $100. At the time it was, now it's $160, but $140.
Yeah.
And that's what I paid in 2000. What was it? 15, Carrie, when we signed up. Like, it's attainable. Like, people can visually see it. So for you to turn around to them and be like, I would go to the gym and I would spend X amount of dollars. And now for $214 starting Transform 20, I get everything that's in the library plus this insane program.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Cool.
I did that to my son the other day.
So good.
Let's still go back to Michelle's original question. I don't know if this is, because I get what you're saying, because I don't teach anymore, but I used to. So I would always say, like, I get it that sometimes you want to take a class so I always go back to, I have nothing against the gym, but I couldn't do that consistently. And I think, like Carrie and you, we were talking even about, the whole Whole30 and keto, like just going back to what is going to be, what can you do consistently? What is realistic? Like words like that, I think will, because you can very successfully follow a program and still take your classes. Like, so maybe that, I don't know if you originally kind of asked, because of course I don't think we want to put down any other avenue.
Exactly.
We don't want to put down Weight Watchers, any of it. Like, keto is ridiculous, but I don't want to put it down. But I think that's what I'm, like, the mindset I'm trying to paint, because like Carrie said, everyone right now is looking for something.
And Cindy has given such respect in the past. Like, the whole reason Cindy and I know each other is from Weight Watchers. And Sarah was in the same Weight Watcher group meeting that we were in as well. And Cindy, you are so good at giving such respect to, like, that was what I needed at that time in my life. And then I needed this other thing. And that helped me during this chapter. And then this, you know what I mean? So I just think it always goes back to sharing your story and just not overlooking the simplicity of support. Yeah. Just all those words that, to Carrie's point, we need to be just shooting out there nonstop right now.
Yeah.
Those are the things people are thinking. Like, okay, what is my solution going to be? Am I going to join the gym? Do I join this group with this Yahoo on, Instagram? Like, so, and you have to paint the reality, because you know what? Someone looking for a quick fix won't join my group. Right. I don't have a quick fix.
Yeah. Right. 100%. If you're ever going to be a little beach body heavy, now's the time to be it. Does that make sense? Like in your posting? Yeah. Good point. Okay. So I'm just going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to sleep tonight, because when we start talking about this, then I'm like, I can't sleep. I have so many things I want to do and think about and get excited about. So that's going to be a challenge. But this was so fun, you guys. Thank you for being here. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed this. I hope it was valuable for you.
Thank you for inviting me. This was
Yeah.
It's all filled out.
All right. So I'm gonna save this recording. Carrie, I'll send it to you. Wendy, I'll send it to you so you can put it on your team page, and Michelle, do the same, and I'll put it in my team page as well.
Probably makes sense to YouTube, but a link.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, but it won't happen until at some point tomorrow.
That's fine. Okay. Thank you for doing that.
All right, I'm going to just stop recording.
Thank you.